What's up with it? You watching the Big Mama TV? And yeah, we about to check out this video from the YouTube channel Culture Spill. And the title is Meagan Goodman cries after Jonathan Majors uses her and dumps her. Yeah, man, that's a fool with it. Cause I did a reaction not too long ago. And she was like by his side, standing by him while he had all kind of crazy allegations and stuff like that out there, man. And yeah, she was sticking with him even though they was talking bad about him, you know what I'm saying, bashing him. They was putting all kind of dirt on his name, you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know nothing about this situation, man. I'm not sure if he dumped her or what, you know what I mean? Because I don't be following them like that, you know what I mean? But yeah, I haven't checked out the video, don't know what they talking about, but let's check it out and see what they talking about. Yeah.
Guys, allegedly now that Jonathan Majors is getting his career back on track, he no longer needs Meagan Good. And there have been reports that he has already dumped her. After everything she did to clean up that man's image and allegedly paid for everything when he went broke from his rent to his clothes and even his child support, damn, Meagan really can't catch a break, y'all. So how about we just get right into this hot, stankin' cup of tea? Okay, I know a lot of y'all will say that you were not surprised that Jonathan and Meagan's relationship has come to an end. But yes, news reaching me is that according to a popular social media influencer, Jonathan and Meagan appear ready to call it quits. Or at least Jonathan is ready to call it quits. Well, Meagan and Jonathan had already hinted at trouble in paradise in their red carpet appearance back in June. The two attended the Hollywood Unlocked Impact Awards held at the Beverly Hilton, where Jonathan was honored with the Perseverance Award. But in a video of the couple taken from the event, Jonathan looked pissed and uncomfortable when Meagan posed solo for the photographers. And did y'all see that video of Meagan hugging up on Michael Ealy in front of Jonathan? But most importantly, did y'all catch Jonathan's face while it was happening? We had people saying that after the lift, you can see Meagan look at Jonathan to check his reaction, and Majors didn't look at her a single time after the hug. Like, he was so upset, and she knew it. It appears that they are now done for real, at least based on multiple sources. The thing is, at the moment, Jonathan is in Canada filming, and it is going really well. And many expect this project to be a breakout project, which will reignite his career. And now that his career looks like it's getting back on track, there's allegedly no need for Meagan anymore. I mean, this is super sad considering Meagan had been reportedly taking care of Jonathan Majors' financial obligations after his career took a hit from the incident involving his ex-girlfriend, Grace Jabari. You may recall that Jonathan was in court battling it out with his ex-girlfriend, who said that Jonathan had caused her some injuries during an altercation that was caught on camera. She testified that the alleged incident occurred after she saw a text on Jonathan's phone that read, "Oh, how I wish to be kissing you." According to Grace, she tried to snatch the phone from Jonathan, who then pried her finger from the phone, grabbed her arm and right hand, twisted her forearm, and struck her head to get the phone away from her. At the time, Meagan was one of the people who supported Jonathan and even accompanied him to court while holding his hand. She was also sitting in court for the testimony from Grace Jabari and the arguments from the prosecution, listening to all the negative things they had to say about Jonathan. According to sources, Meagan felt that Grace and the prosecution were peddling BS because it all flew in the face of what she knew about Jonathan. Apparently, she was particularly upset about the text exchanges between Jonathan and Grace prosecutors kept bringing up in court. And throughout the entire process, she felt like Grace was manipulative and controlling during her relationship with Jonathan. It was also reported that the challenges brought on by the trial were only serving to strengthen the bond between Jonathan and Meagan, making their love even more resilient. In fact, reports from the courtroom stated that Meagan and Jonathan were crying during the last day of trial when his lawyer was presenting the closing remarks. Unfortunately, Jonathan was still found guilty and sentenced to up to 1 year in prison. Then shortly after the verdict was read, Marvel Studios dropped him as Kang the Conqueror from its Marvel Cinematic Universe films. It was also announced that he would no longer star in the film adaptation of the Walter Mosley novel, The Man in My Basement, or be considered for an unannounced 5th season of the Otis Redding biopic, Otis and Zelma. In addition, he had been announced as part of Spike Lee's The Understudy, but there have been no further updates on that film since the allegations came up. He was also reportedly dropped from his management team at Entertainment 360 and his PR team at the lead company. As far as brand deals, within the first week after his arrest, the U.S. Army postponed a campaign featuring him, and MLB's Texas Rangers removed him from their 2023 season ad campaign. Well, since Jonathan was not...
I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be honest though, that boy seemed like he got like bad energy and kind of weird a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Especially after that hug in public though, like that's just like a greeting hug, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, how you doing? He was tripping off of that, so you know he be tripping, you know what I'm saying? That wasn't even no reason to be tripping. If you tripping off something like that, I can tell he be tripping, man, for real though.
Making any money, someone had to pay all the bills, right? And that's where Meagan came in. Now, other than using Meagan to kind of clean up his image, Meagan was also reportedly paying all the bills in the house. In fact, she was also allegedly paying child support for Jonathan's young daughter from a previous relationship. And the source even revealed that she paid for their dog's training bill, saying Meagan pays for everything. They really wanted this dog, and she got stuck paying the $75,000 training bill. Like, that's crazy. And then the source also said, no one knows what Meagan sees in this guy. If things keep up this way, she may not be able to pay her mortgage. Basically, what people are saying is that when Jonathan was defending himself against the charges legally, he started dating Meagan, who is loved by the Black community, which helped him from a public relations standpoint. And the relationship helped to rehabilitate Jonathan's image among his Black fans. But now that Jonathan's career looks to be back on track, his commitment to Meagan seems to be wavering, and he is ready to dump her. Personally, I'm just like, after everything she's been through because she chose to date and defend Jonathan, this must be not just hard, but also hella embarrassing.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be honest though, man. She kind of messed herself up with them plastic surgeries and shit. Like, man, for real though. Like, she was it for years and years. A lot of people childhood crushing everything, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna lie, she been Hollywoodized though. You can tell from all the surgeries and shit. Hella skinny. I ain't gonna lie, she look a little sickly, man, to be honest with you. You feel me?
Remember, not so long ago, Meagan also said that her friends warned her against dating Jonathan.
How have you kept your relationship or started a relationship in the midst of all of this?
Well, I won't get into how it started, but what I will say is the support that we've been able to give each other, the pouring into each other, the honest conversations, the love, the respect, just the care and the thoughtfulness. It's been really wonderful. And yeah.
Did any friends advise you, like, he's in the middle of legal troubles, why don't you wait a beat? Why don't you wait to see how everything kind of shakes out?
Yeah, every friend advised me.
Yeah.
Well, she also defended her choice, adding, at the end of the day, one thing I know is that I can always look in the mirror when I trust my spirit, when I trust God, when I ask God, and when I move to the beat of my own drum. I can always look and say, okay, I'm proud of that. No matter whatever happens, I have peace in my heart and I have harmony in my heart. I take everyone I love's opinion into account. But at the end of the day, I'm the one who has to have to live my life. I want to be responsible for the choices I make and want to live the life that I want to live. She probably should have just listened to her friends, because Jonathan is allegedly doing exactly what they told her he would do. Child, for a lot of people, it was also how Meagan moved from one toxic relationship and into another one so fast. Just for a bit of background, Meagan was married to Devon Franklin for nearly a decade, and they made headlines a lot over the course of their marriage because of how much Devon constantly protected Meagan against backlash from the Christian community regarding her style and fashion choices. And I don't know if he just got tired of constantly having to protect Meagan, because in December 2021, Devon filed for divorce, and later on, both of them shared a joint statement confirming their split, saying, after much prayer and consideration, we have decided to go into our futures separately, but forever connected. We celebrate almost a decade of marriage together and a love that is eternal. There's no one at fault. We believe this is the next best chapter in the evolution of our love. We are incredibly grateful for the life-changing years we've spent together as husband and wife. Well, Devon did say later that he cried himself to sleep every night after the divorce from Meagan, and that the experience was truly devastating.
Mentally, I'm doing much better, you know, but the process to that, like, I can sit here before all of you and have this interview and be calm and introspective and all that, but that comes from a process, you know. I mean, there are nights, you know, I'm crying myself to sleep. You know, there are moments when I've been angry, but I've allowed myself to feel whatever I felt in order to heal. Because in my experience, when I'm like not facing what I'm feeling, then I'm trying to find something else to help me get through the pain.
Regardless, with their divorce, a lot of people said they were not surprised because it looked like Meagan and Devon.
I ain't gonna lie, it seemed like she like dudes with like attitudes and somewhat aggressive a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But shit, everybody got their choices and shit. That's what she like, that's what she like. But yeah, it kind of do seem like she like asshole type of dudes and shit. I ain't gonna lie.
Were on opposite ends in terms of their personalities and lifestyles. And one of the things that came up many times is how Meagan presented herself. And given all the backlash she was receiving, it's possible that the criticism made it even harder for their conflicting personalities. Something else that came up a lot was that Meagan did not want to start a family with Devon. And even though they denied this, a lot of people were convinced that the decision not to have children probably contributed to the divorce. And let me not even begin with the allegation that Devon was a control freak. So people just couldn't understand how Meagan moved moved from that to Jonathan, someone who already had a bunch of red flags. I mean,
Man.
after his arrest, receipts resurfaced of Jonathan's alleged well-known history of volatile behavior in both the Yale and New York theater scenes, and there were people saying that folks at Yale and the broader NYC community have known about Jonathan for years. In April 2023, Variety had reported that allegedly multiple women had come forward in the wake of the incident with Grace and were working with the district attorney's office in the case. Then there was another report by Rolling Stone in June 2023 alleging a decade-long pattern of relationships in which he was allegedly controlling and manipulative. In the report, anonymous sources painted a picture of Jonathan as volatile, controlling, intense, physically intimidating, and sometimes aggressive, a characterization that has followed him onto Hollywood sets, with some production staff describing him as physically and verbally intimidating. One woman actually said that Jonathan was volatile to the point of allegedly strangling her, and another woman
Damn.
allegedly described her relationship with him as emotional torture. Then right before he started dating Meg, he had that issue with his ex that landed him in prison for 1 year. How did Meagan not see all of these
Man.
red flags? And get this, in Jonathan's ABC interview following his conviction,
I'ma
he
beat
referred
that
to
shit
Meagan
up.
as his Coretta, which is believed to be a reference to the late Coretta Scott King, wife of Martin Luther King Jr. Jonathan said, "She's an angel. She's held me down like a Coretta. I'm so blessed to have her." This actually came as an eerie reminder of a phone exchange between Jonathan and Grace, where in audio evidence, Jonathan was heard lecturing Grace, using Coretta Scott King as a reference on how she needs to behave.
Coretta Scott King. You know who that is? That's Martin Luther King's wife. Michelle Obama. Barack Obama's wife.
I know, I'm not, I shouldn't have gone out. I'm
No, no, let me-
sorry.
Kinda given that he only uses his women as props, right? And to leave Meg after she basically took care of all the bills is just nasty work. But do you think Meagan brought all this on herself? Well, we also have people saying that the
Man.
relationship was giving contract vibes from the beginning. But let me know what you think about Jonathan seemingly using and dumping Meagan in the comments section below.
Yeah, man, he seemed like an asshole type dude. I ain't gonna lie. You got that certain vibe, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, like I said, it's always somebody for everybody. You know what I'm saying? If that's what she liked, then shit, that's what she liked. But yeah, man, she really did stand by his side though, for real though. And like, if he really just left her after he didn't bounce back, man, that's kind of cold. But shit, hey, he on this player shit, so yeah, man, can't be mad at him. Shit. Sometimes that's how shit go, you feel me? But I think she do got like a poor taste in dudes, you know what I'm saying? She want a peace of mind, or unless she like bullshitting and controlling dudes, you know what I'm saying? Some females like that shit. Can't really judge her either. If that's what she like, that's what she like. But yeah, man, looking out in her being an example and shit like that, she not really been a good example, I think, though, you know what I'm saying? So she definitely a lot of dudes childhood crush though, man, for real, and getting dogged out by some dude, you know what I mean? So yeah, man, let me know in the comments what y'all think. Like, share, and subscribe to the Babe Mama TV. Appreciate y'all for watching. Until next time, peace. Yeah.